Hello there, welcome to my channel, everybody. My name is Lady of the Throne, and I am here today with your daily message, daily spiritual guidance. If you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. If you guys have not subscribed to my channel yet, please make sure you do so before you go, because you're going to get real raw advice all the time and always wanting to help, right? And so I hope that you guys feel guided to continue to be a part of the community here. So hit that subscribe button before you go, and also drop a comment down below if this resonates with you. I'm going to start off with a prayer. Father in heaven, I stand before you today in your omnipotent presence to ask that you grant me strength. I want you to give me the strength to power through all of the tasks today, whether little or big. It is by your will that I live, O Lord, and I know it is also by your will. I will not go weak today. I will not go lazy, nor will I fail to do all things set before me, because you strengthen me. Thank you for your everlasting presence, Lord, and in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. So now that we have that out of the way and we are ready, filled with the Holy Spirit, let's roll. So today, I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Today I felt a very beautiful energy of love. Love. Just love. That's it. And I felt that energy strongly. All right. So what I'm getting is that there is or has been some type of heart activation here where you guys really love somebody. Somebody really, really loves somebody. And I mean love somebody. There is a purity here about the way you feel. There's a lot of sexual passion here as well, because as you know, sex is a sacred act. My guidance and my advice is not for just any old person dealing with any old guy or any old girl. My work is only speaking with those of you who have ascended, who have evolved or elevated, those of you who are in high connections, high level spiritual connections. That's the work I do. So if you're here and you're, feeling uncomfortable talking about sex because it is a sacred act, do your research. Okay, then I advise you to leave now. But if you guys are in healthy spiritual connections, whether physically with this person or not, this energy is still present and potent, and you know that what this is about. You guys know what I mean by this. Okay, this is a merging together of the archetypes of the divine feminine and masculine, the kingdom husband and kingdom wife, the twin flames. There has been a lot of work and effort that someone's been putting into a connection. It's somebody's going so hard for the love of their life. Okay, someone's been through some really tough and challenging life situations. A lot of pain has been endured on this journey, and so many things have hurt you, and you don't even understand why you still love this person. That's powerful. That is powerful. What I mean by that is, you love this person beyond the pain. So anything that went wrong, any pain that you felt, any sadness you've endured, all seems to be like distractions from the end goal. Someone has a strong and fierce determination to have the love of their life. There's been many tears cried on this journey. My God. God, thank you so much. Thank you so much for this message. I feel the need to soothe someone's heart, quiet someone's busy mind, nurture someone's heavy body, love someone unconditionally. Someone has been on a journey with the love of their life, and it's been extremely hard. My God. It's been so hard. It's been so hard. I see how much you have been struggling with this whole process. I feel it too. Whoever you are, how much you've been trying to overcome these obstacles, but just know, don't worry anymore. You don't have to worry anymore. I feel you. You will succeed. You will succeed. I want you to feel like you have a friend, or that somebody cares, because oftentimes people don't acknowledge the way they feel. People can't put into words this heaviness on their heart, or the incredible amount of passion that they feel for the love of their life. Someone is the center of your universe, and you don't know how to put it into words. You don't know what is going to change in this situation so that you and this person can share this love. My God. Whew. We serve a God of love. We serve a God of love. We don't run from love. We are of God, so we can't run. One more time. We serve a God of love. We are of God, so we can't run from love. Our God taught us unconditional love through the gift of a mother. We learn what that is like from our mothers, for most of us, because some people, they've had the short end of the stick, and I understand that. So I don't mean to trigger anyone. But the concept of a mother and child is unconditional love. You just love them because they're your mother, or you just love this person because that's your son or daughter. It's unconditional. There's no conditions. It's natural. And that is the kind of love that God has for us. And that is the kind of love that somebody has for you. My God. Somebody has a real soulmate, a real love, a real person who forgives just because, surrenders to God for you, surrenders to God for you, for the love. We live in a society where men will hurt you really, really bad and put money before you. We live in a society where black men, I'm going to start saying brown men because that's what it really is. Brown men will neglect brown women. Brown women are so beautiful without discriminating against colorless women. There's beautiful white women too. I've met some. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've met some. Some of them are really beautiful, like on the inside and out. I've met olive women. Some of them are beautiful on the inside and out. I've met all kinds of women, just like I've met all kinds of men. But specifically in the brown community, you are conditioned by society to not express your feelings, not go deep into your heart, not weave through the many intricate vines of your soul. Your soul, your heart is your roots. That's your foundation. So how could you not understand the way in which that works? And that's why yesterday I talked about this, me being a foundation. But in each individual and in each individual love connection, the heart is the foundation of that area. If you're not right within, how are you going to win? Seeing people get into relationships and marry people. I've seen it in so many people, family, friends, people everywhere, where they think because they're married now or have a ring on their finger now, or they are older, or maybe they are, more, they've been in a relationship for a long time, that they think that they know how to do it because it's either been around for a while or because they did get engaged or they did get married, that kind of thing. But a lot of times, 85% of the time, that's not really what it is. 85% of the time, that is settling. A lot of people settle just like they do their careers. I'm going to prove my point right now. Just like in careers, right? You say, okay, I'm going to go through high school. I'm going to go to college. I'm going to go for something where I can have either job stability, job security, or I can make a good amount of money. So you go to school for something in the medical field or accounting, engineering. I'm just calling out the popular ones, right? So you go to school for these popular careers, these traditional careers because either your family wants you to, B, you see other people doing this and how this has provided an example for you and how you want to live your life. You want stability or you want money. It's gonna come down to one of the two, and you can't lie and you can't debate that. It's gonna come down to that. It doesn't mean that that's your only reason, because some people truly have a passion and some people are just talented. I'm not saying that, but it is going to be on your list 1 through 5. Either security or finance, okay? But a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people choose these careers in this way of life because it is a traditional settlement. You settle for this traditional lifestyle because this is something that is tried and true, right? So a lot of people who live their lives on this trajectory, the non-creatives is what I like to call them, because we need non-creatives. We do, in order to bring balance into the world. So I appreciate practical people. I appreciate Capricorns, Virgos, Taurus, Libras can be this way. Okay. Just calling out things for an example, right? Doesn't matter what your sign is, to be honest with you, but I appreciate those technical, practical, left-brained, logical kind of people, because we need you guys to balance us out, the right brain, the people who are more creative and intuitive. So we have logical people who are more masculine. We have more creative, intuitive people who are more feminine or tap more into their feminine nature. Whether male or female doesn't mean that takes away from the man in you. No, it just means that you have an ability that you can be more charming and more sensitive to women issues, and you have more luck with the ladies. All right, so that's what I mean by that. However, I want to bring this together so that it makes sense. I'm kind of losing where I started, but I wanted to explain how some people settle into things and some people don't. Okay, but those who settle into things, that is how they do with love relationships. It's like you have this tunnel vision, but you never explore what else you're good at. That's what I mean. As a person, you are multi-dimensional, multifaceted, multi-talented. No one person can do just only one thing. But a lot of people have lived their lives going after this one thing because of this idea that it's going to bring security or it's going to bring financial security. So it's like, okay, if I want my life to go a certain way, I'm going to focus on going this one way. And there are some people who really live their lives as such. But a lot of times, most of these people will fail to understand what their other talents are. So that's why you see people later in their life or their career getting to the age that's close to retiring, after they've had kids and things like that, and they want to now open businesses, or they want to buy fast Corvettes, little red Corvettes, and they want to feel young, and they want to be flashy, or they want to pick up a craft or hobby. You might see them start knitting, sewing, cooking more, starting a cooking channel, taking trips, living life. You see that, right? That is because these people have just now got to that point where they're starting to understand that they're more than their job title, or they're more than what they thought. Like, they're just waking up to their soul's purpose, their truth. So that's why you find a lot of people growing out of old things, and then when they get to a certain point in their life, they start to want to explore other things, and It could look like they're acting out of character to people and to their peers, but it's not. This person has just discovered who they really are. Because if you're working a 9 to 5 every single day of your life, you're not really understanding who you are outside of the workplace. And by the time you get home, you just want dinner, take a bath, and you want to go to bed. You got to get up early in the morning anyway. You got to beat traffic. You got to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Luckily, we're getting out of that in this new generation. But most people have settled for a kind of lifestyle and a kind of love and a kind of tradition, marriages and things like that, because it just kind of fell into their life that way. It just kind of happened. So it looks good on paper, or it looks good to the public, but behind closed doors, a lot of these people are have lost themselves, or they never discovered who they really are. Do you know who you really are outside of this connection, this marriage, this relationship? Do you know who you really are outside of your job? Did you explore the depths of your soul? Do you understand how deep your love can go? Do you understand yet who you really are in the connection with the person you're with? Have you really tried to understand the way you think and what triggers certain things? What triggers your partner? How you feel? What really truly makes you happy? You've done a lot of sacrificing. You've done a lot of hard work to make something stick together. You've done a whole lot of struggling here just to make it to longevity, or maybe just to tell your friends you have a long-term relationship or you're married. I mean, what is it? Because a lot of times those marriages fail and those divorces come in. Divorces are happening at an extremely rapid rate these days because people don't understand themselves enough. They don't know who they are. You can't love a person through and through without first knowing who you are on a soul level. So soulmates can meet and come together and do all these things, and they can make these relationships last, but it will be so many struggles and so much to endure just to get to an endpoint with this person, just to make it, because you're just going in there with this like trajectory, and you're not fully exploring the deeper depths of this connection. And that's why you argue more. And that's why divorces are likely. And that's why cheating could be involved. And that's the number one thing, infidelity. Infidelity is bound to happen in connections where you guys don't fully go, you don't go deep enough, and you don't fully get down to the nitty gritty with each other. Like, you guys are not really into the whole understanding who you are individually first in order to deal with another person. People don't think about that. So a connection that is slowly building right now, it's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing. Even though it's been painful on your journey with your kingdom spouse or your kingdom wife, your twin flame, even though it's been so hard, even though you've had to be patient, even if you're not a patient person at all, if you are a person that you're not patient and you've had to learn this, it's been so hard, but guess what? Your prayers will be answered. Your prayers will be answered because it's worth it now. Everything that you've endured, whoever I'm speaking to, whatever you've endured, your prayers will be answered. You have to believe in that, because what is happening is that you and this person, I'm strongly feeling that you and this person you guys had to work on your heart chakras. You both had experienced really powerful and painful things from the past that you both did not realize how much you had to heal. And the God, the angels, they had to do this work on you guys, and they knew that it would hurt you. They knew. God knew this. But you have to always trust in God. He always knows the way. He is always right. He is the best teacher, the greatest master of all masters, okay? He is the one that's in control. He knew it would hurt, but he also knew that it would completely restructure your hearts. And the kind of love that can emerge from this kind of lesson between you and this person, it's almost like your hearts being redesigned specifically for each other only. Access denied for anything else. Wow. Whew, that's all I have, guys. I hope that you follow this. This was really amazing. Wow. Good luck. God bless.